Hi friends, this is MSR Academy. At Hyderabad. Okay. This is a complete commerce institute. This is the only commerce institute for CA, CS, and ICMA special classes, coaching, and each and every batch there is only they are allowed to 20 members only. So that is only the specialty in the institute, and each and every students we are concentrate on that. Today now we are going to discuss the bookkeeping. Okay, that is an accounts. Okay, first of all we are going to before going to the subjects just we have to discuss about the overall idea about the accountancy first of all, because of it's very important that for example if you accountancy is purely for business purpose, whatever the business we are going to start, so we require maintenance of that whatever is the assets and liabilities and expenses to that organization. So for example, if we are taking any example of one of the organization, for example, if we are taking as a showroom, that's if you are example Honda showroom. If we are going to start a Honda showroom, then what is required? First of all, we require the capital. That is whatever is the investment of that proprietors. Okay, that is required the capital, and this is a main investment, initial investment by the proprietor, the organization. Okay, and another one is there in capital, and if you are going to start the Honda showroom, if it is in an old building, if the owner has an own building, then it's required house that is in a buildings. Okay, first of all you have to purchase the buildings, or is there any rent purpose? If it is taken any rent purpose, he has to pay every month somewhat rent. Okay, and advance for rent, advance for rent, and every month he has to payment electricity. And is there any salaries? Employees we have to payment of salaries. Is there any capital not sufficient? Then he has to bring somewhat the amount from as in a loan or borrowed from other financial institutions. Then we have to pay interest, and before that we have to borrow that amount. That is in a borrowing borrowing amounts. These are the very important to run the organization. And is there any electricity bills, and is there any bad debt? Bad debts also is raised in the hmm, organization if it does not pay any amount of that amount. And there's the many of the expenses is incurred to run the this in a organization, any organization. These are the some of the examples. Okay, and with this, okay, organization. Now what is accountancy? Accountancy is accountancy if we are shown as an these are the amounts, we cannot understand anything. We cannot understand anything if you are seen which is an amount. For example, capital 1 lakh, buildings 20,000, rent 5,000, advance rent 5,000, electricity 1,000, salary 10,000, interest 500, borrowings that amount is if it is a liability 15,000, bad debts is 500. If we are seen like these are the amounts, we cannot understand anything and we cannot analyze anything. So if it is an accountancy, we can divide the expenses, incomes, assets, liabilities, losses. Okay, like this wise we are divide the, these are the transactions, whatever is in a transactions is happened in that organization. For that reason the accountancy is used. That is only the main purpose to maintenance of and doing the accounts. So before going to that, so there is one of the definition is there, that is in a IC, Institute of Certified Public Accountant of India, AICPA. AICPA is given some of the definition to the definition to accountancy, accountants. So that is what the accounting is an a, accounting is an a art of recording, classifying, summarizing in a significant manner in terms of money and events which in part at least of a financial character and interpreting the results thereof. Okay, this is a main accountancy definition is given by AICPA. AICPA. So if we are analyze this definition briefly, this that is only the accountancy. If we understand this definition, it is enough to understand the accountancy. So this is only the definition. So if we understanding, for understanding definition, accounting is an art of recording. What is art? Art and science both are different. Art means it's in a which is in a happened in the previous. That's we have shown in this way. Okay, and whatever is in a happened in this previous, that's we did discuss in the later on in the next years, that is called as an art. Science means which is prove that. Science means it is prove that. It is an accountancy is art and science also, because of we prove as whatever is in a results with the results, and art means whatever in the previous transactions we have written as in accountancy. So accountancy maximum discuss accountancy is in art and science also. So accountancy is in this definition AICPA, accounting is art of recording. Recording. First we have written as recording. What is the recording? We see that. Okay. What is that? Recording. Recording. Okay. Recording means we see that. Next, art of recording. Another one, classifying. Next one, summarizing. Art of recording, classifying. Recording means is what? Recording means it is in a preparation of, as per accountancy, recording means not any recording, and whatever the written transactions is not any recording. What is the recording? Whatever is the transactions we have written in journal entries, journal, okay, in the form of journal. That's whatever the transactions we are converted into, written as in a, the transactions written as in a journal entries, that is called as in a recording. Okay, another one, classifying journal entries. After that, the classifying means ledger. What is that? Classifying means preparation of ledger. It means what? Ledger means, for example, there is a building's rent and so and so. Every month we have to payment of somewhat rent. With ledger preparation, with ledger preparation, we are all expenses and whatever the rent and electricity, that is each and every type of expense we are divide, and that total amount we shown together at one place of the individual expenses. So that is called as a classification, that is a ledger. Classify means divide it, that whatever is expenses we have shown individually, whatever the expenses are incurred. For example, if we are paying electricity every month, paid electricity every month 2000, in next month 1000, next month 2500, like that. If that amount we are collected at a time, okay, that's in a one place, that is called as in a ledger. Okay, in ledger chapter we are briefly discuss about the ledger. And classifying means that is in a preparation of, that is in a preparation of, start with, this is in a preparation, start with trial balance. Trial balance. Okay, preparation start with trial balance. From this trial balance we have to prepare, what is that? Basic classification is what? First of all, trading account. Second one, profit and loss account. Third one, balance sheet. Third one, balance sheet. This is a summarizing. After the classification of whatever the transaction for computation of profit, or to know the balances of assets and liabilities, we have to prepare. These are the three. We have two accounts and one of the statement, that is called as a balance sheet. Okay.